look at the mud. It's just sinking in. That's how far I've gone. I went from there to there. Little I've gone. There you go. That's where I came from, right over there, right through that slop. Oh, my legs, my thighs are burning. Here, we're across the sawdust. The guy who leases the farm for growing crops is not going to be happy because I just collected half of the topsoil from the 300 acres here. It's on the wheels of the splitter and the wheels on the little cart here. Or I could scrape it off. It's all mixed in with sawdust now. It would make some nice bricks. Maybe the Egyptians want to make another pyramid. I think I got enough supplies for them right now. Here we go again. This is some sloppy mess here. I don't know, there's some ruts. If a wheel gets in a rut, it's pretty much game over. I'm just gonna dig a hole and crawl in it and throw some dirt on myself, and I'll be right here in case you need to find me. Come on, come on, come on. Go downhill. You're moving. Yes. It's the concrete. Oh. Best day of my life. I did it. Holy crap, holy. I like it. Right here's where I started, right here. I'm risking my life just being out here. I could fall in this slop. It's so slippery and gumboy, and I'd probably never be able to get back up because I'm old, decrepit, rotten bag of oatmeal, and I could die out here pretty easily. So I hope you appreciate the risk I'm putting myself under just for you guys, for entertainment. But this is the Trail of Tears. This is where it starts. I was sweating and crying the whole way. Look at the trenches. And as you know, when stuff sinks, it takes way harder to do anything. And here, I was afraid for my life. I was slipping and falling, losing my grip. I almost touched the ground a couple times with my butt when I was leaning back. And it was dangerous. I got here, I felt better, but then I hit this pudding right here. This was nasty crap here. But then, look at that, I hit some sawdust. This is the happy spot because there's a can of used beans here. That's a happy spot. And then I went downhill a little bit. It got way better. I hit a little mush here, still going downhill, picking up momentum, hit a bump. Then I hit some more slop right here, a little more pudding, and I reached the promised land. It was like the Egyptians wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. That's what it was like. This cat here is protecting the tires, and the reason is that these tires are now worth about $100,000 because the local brick manufacturer just called me and they said they want all of this so they can make bricks because they figure they got enough here for at least like a 3-story building, something like that. There we go. There's the wood. Now I can get to work. What are you looking at? Look at, they're all over here laughing at me. They're laughing. Look at them. You can see their teeth. You can hear them cackling. They're laughing. Laughing at me, I say. That's what you're doing, aren't you, Bob? Aren't you? You're laughing. You're a scaredy cat. You're laughing too, aren't you? You're hiding on me. You guys are all hiding and laughing. Laughing and hiding. That's all you're good at. Eating and crapping and sleeping. Yeah, you, especially you. So this is the project. This is the wood that I cut the other day with the chainsaws because it was here. A lot of this is dry and I want to get it split so that I can actually put a bunch of the stuff into a pile that is dry and ready to be burned. Because a lot of this, probably half of it, is dry. And I will show you how I know it's dry when we start splitting it. Now when I lift these pieces, I generally can tell right away when I lift them because the wet ones are twice as heavy because there's a lot of moisture content in there. But there's a lot of them that you see that are going to be like this, that you can see it's already kind of rotten on the inside. If you look at the ends, you can see it's kind of got that checked look, like it's, I don't know, it's super dry, like almost to the point where it's almost too dry. You can also see cracks like this going into the middle, so a lot of these that are cracked all the way through, very dry, like this one right here. You can see the cracks coming here, so it's very dry. And so what I'm going to do after my journey of moving the splitter over here is I'm going to let the dry stuff just fall in the pile right here because most of it is dry. The stuff that's wet, I'm just going to throw right over there and it's going to be scooped up later once the mud pit settles down and dries up, and then they can just scoop it up with the tractor, take it back into the bin and dump it. So splitting is going to happen. We've got the audience. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing 2. They're here somewhere. There they are, the audience. So it should be interesting. Hopefully this will be fun and educational. So the first one I can feel it's very dry. There's cracks all the way through. Let's see what happens. It feels dry, looks dry. Is it dry? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's a good one. Let's do this next one here. This one feels light. Okay, this one is dry. What do we have? Survey says wet. So if you look right here, you can see this dry here. It's wet on the inside. This will dry very fast. Within a matter of probably 2 months, it'll be completely dry. I'm going to give it one more split here, just up on top. So I'm going to do one of these. I hold it up, and then I split it in half again. And I'm just going to toss it over here into the side. So the wet stuff is going that way. Oh, I split a dry chunk off. Put that there. This will go here. That'll go there. This is wet here. We're going to try this again. There we go. Survey says junk. That's what happens when you try to get fancy sometimes. You just end up demolishing the piece. Let's take this one. This feels real light. I think this one's going to be dry. Now you notice there's a lot of this fluffy dry stuff on the outside. But if you look at it, it's only a little bit around the outside edge. Really good fire starter. Let's see what it says. It's a little wet on the inside. A little wet. Just barely, just a little bit down the middle. I'll throw that over there. These 2 pieces are totally dry, so it's just a little bit. So that was good enough. This one, 100% wet, heavy. Feels like a chunk of lead. So we split it. I know it's going to go that way. I can just tell. 100% wet. Extremely wet, still heavy. And oak's moisture content is very high. It dries very slow. It's a very tight grained wood. So that's why it takes twice as long as most other wood to dry. Very wet. Crappy crap. All right, let's see what we got here. This one feels super dry. I think this is a good one. I think we've got a winner. We have 100% dry on the inside. If you look at it, you can just tell they're looking. It's dry. It feels dry. It looks dry. It smells dry. Tastes dry. There's another dry one. I can tell the feel on it. I lifted it. Yep, just a little bit. A rot on the inside, but it's dry. Let's do another one. See what we got. This one feels dry. Maybe a little wet. We'll find out. Dry. Dry. Dry, dry, dry. You can see it's all the same color. Good wood. Very dry. Let's try this one. Oh! This is a heavy one. This one here is going to be wet. Very wet. Tell, just by lifting it. Don't even have to look at it. Nasty, nasty wet. Red oak. Split it down a little bit more. Should go this way. Well, that stuff will take it out of there. This one could go either way. It's not too heavy. As you can say, it looks wet. Yep. It's wet on the inside. See how dark that is? So that needs to go out into the bin. Here's an example of one But I can tell from about 100 yards away, this is wet. The reason is, it's got bark on it. There's no cracks. This is probably, I don't know, 25 pounds, heavy, very wet. So we're gonna knock this baby down. Extremely wet. This will take, if I wouldn't split it this small, it would take a year to dry. But if I split it down to this size, it'll be dry in a matter of 6 months. By next winter, it'll be dry. Here we go. Okay, grab another one. This is a light one. It feels good. I think we got a good one here. I want these to all be dry because I want to sell them. Notice a little bit of wetness on the inside. That one looks, yeah, it's still got a little wetness. Yep, still wet. All right. Here, this one feels nice and light. I think we got a good one. I think we've got a winner. 100% dry. Look at how light that is on the inside. Extremely dry. Let's take this guy up on top here. This one feels dry. Because it is dry. You can tell right away by looking at it. It's got that sound, it kind of crackles when you split it. This is a wet one. A heavy one here. So far we're about 50%. Very wet. See how dark that is? Oh, it stinks too. It smells like about I would say probably like a 4th grade cafeteria. The smell of rotten food and some kid who got sick and vomited on the floor. The whole cafeteria smells like somebody threw up because they did. It has the smell of money. Wet. Wet. There we got a dry one. I can tell by looking, I can tell by lifting. That's a good one. Yep, dry. Very good. Great. This one is dry. You can tell by looking at it again. It's got that checked kind of end grain in it. So dry, dry. Dry, 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 dry. That's what we want. No drying required. This one's dry. I can feel by lifting it, and I can see cracks all the way through. This is 100% dry. Look at how light that is. I think you guys can see that. Don't even need to split it smaller because it's a thing of beauty. It's a work of art. It's like, oh, this is a heavy one. This is going to be wet. No, it's white oak. That's actually dry. It's just really, I put my lips on it because I can feel no moisture. That's dry. I thought it was going to be a wet one. It's not. This is a dry one. This weighs about a pound. Extremely dry. This one I know is wet. It's big. Oh, somebody just puked in my face. That's what I got when I looked at it. Look how dark that is. Put these down smaller. I'm splitting these small again. Most of my customers want small wood. This is fine for a fireplace or fire pit. They don't have to be great, big, huge, monster pieces of wood. If I split them smaller, they'll dry faster. This one looks dry. I don't know, that's pretty heavy. Could be dry. Oh, looks dry. Very dry. Extremely dry. That's what I want. Dry, dry, sellable firewood. Now, not 2 years. That's why I like this barkless oak. This is a dry one too. See that looking at it? Very dry. That's a wet one. Ah, it's dry. Holy smokers. It's a dry one. And I'm not going to put a moisture meter on these. I can tell just by looking and I feel it. It's dry. Some of them might be 20%, 21, 22%. But the ones that are like this, totally dry, I've taken a meter to these dry looking ones, and it's like 16%. So very nice look. Here's a light one. This is like a number 2 pencil. Light and dry. Look at that kind of powdery on the inside. It's got some dry rot, but still good wood. This is a dry one. You can tell by looking. Very cracked. Winner! Like it. This is a wet one. Very heavy. Here's a wet one. Yeah, it's wet. Not too bad, but show it over to the nasty pile. This is the dry one. This is the dry one. This is the dry one. Extremely dry. Extremely dry. That nice crackly sound when you split it. I like it. Oh, another dry one. Doing good. This feels like the wet one here. Yep. It's partially dry. You can see the dry stuff right here, but then this wet on the inside. I'm going to knock these down just a little bit. Right. A wet one. And this one feels kind of wet. We'll do just a couple more and then we're going to turn the camera on high speed and get through this pile before it gets dark. That's a dry one. Look at the thing of beauty in which I have created. So we got through the whole pile, and I would say there was about 2/3 that were dry rounds, and then probably 1/3 that are wet. And some of these aren't even that wet. They're only partially wet on the outside, you know, like that. I mean, on the inside, just that center. Like you can see this one right here, I just did it. You can see it's dry, that first inch, and then a couple inches on the inside. And there's a lot of them that was just a little bit on the inside. I just threw them over here because they need to dry it, but they'll dry really fast now that they're split down. This barkless oak I have found in the past that the wood, once I can tell it's dry, I can sell right away. And then the stuff that's not completely dry, if I split it, put it off in the bins off the ground, in the open, in the sun, in the wind, in the sun, in the heat, 3 months and it's good to go. It dries really fast because it's even the inside that's wet isn't like at maximum moisture content. It's probably 1/3 of the way dry already in the center, and the outside is dry. So once you split it open, it dries really fast. So that'll get put into the bin, and all that can be sold. I'm going to leave it right where it is, and as I sell wood, I will just pick it up, throw it in the trailer, and I will deliver it. That was nice to get done. I've been kind of wanting to get this cleaned up in this corner here. The audience is still hanging out. I'll take you over to the furry friends. Here they are, doing what they do best. Absolutely nothing. That's kind of what they're good at. They're good at, like I said, they're good at sleeping, eating, and crapping. Aren't ya? I know you are. There you go, folks. That's all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. with another video. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. You better come back because I'm going to be here waiting. I'm going to wait all night till you get back here. Good night, Irene.